the market know how to teach us a lot of lessons. If that we refuse, that we learn or we don't learn, it keep bringing a lot of lessons. And either we like it or not, the market must go down and must go up. So what you do in between is what determines that you're going to be, you know, you know, dangerously rich there or dangerously wreck in the market. And predominantly, we've been telling us, what we need to do. Let's look at what are we expecting, in the market, and nobody should tell you that you know what is going to happen in the market. Market can be manipulated to anywhere, but tentatively you are looking at, okay, what should we expect? Of course, it should not be a new thing to us that what we're expecting in the market. Like I did send on either on private mentorship or the general group, I was sharing, maybe I didn't remember to post it to the other place. If you look at the market generally now, I'm going to bring up a clean chart. There are two lines here, which are very strong horizontal activities. Here, this line, and this line, a situation where market formed to a region, and you have both support and resistance in the same region. That's what we're having now. And of course, it shouldn't be a surprising thing to us. We said market until I see market crossing 39,000 before I know that, okay, we have returned up. And that was what happened yesterday. And then if not, if we hit and they have a very serious rejection, there was nothing that will have hold it for us not to have gone back to 32,000 that we were sometime. And then that's $32,900. And then eventually we said, what we shouldn't see is that we shouldn't break below $29,000. If you do, well, then what will happen? The heaven will not lose. Nothing will happen. The worst that will happen is that the weak hand will run away from the market. And they will tell you that crypto is bad and all of that. Come next 2-3 years, then we forget all the nasty story that people were narrating. So now, but good 18, but we said because of the staircase down, 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 if you look at this region, it's a very long horizontal line that the market need to break above. That means for the market to actually get a very good blueprint to run on, we've said yesterday, we said there's a mark at 44K thereabout, and there's another mark at about 46K. And then, but if you look at this region, these two regions here. And then this region. So these two places form support and resistance as it were. But the point is that we need to break this place nicely, all right? But the good thing is that we have more activities up here. Though volume are getting fainting. And then if you look at the MACD, line, almost crossing down to the signal line. But this is the point. If you go back here, sorry, let me go back here. Okay, I'm not teaching you guys technical analysis, so just that when I talk aloud, so just give fact, but don't get yourself confused so much with some of those things. No matter what you do technically and set up some technical indicators, for the market not to be manipulated, you are lying. So the difference is that indicators may play out, it may contrast, or it may expand as it were. So now, look at what we're looking at here. So I just want to show you briefly. And like I said, Ethereum looked more volatile than Bitcoin, as it were. So if you look at BTC, right, making a nice return from here was a good thing. If not, we'll have this down to 32 back or 31. And if we're days below 29, man, that would not be good. And so, but looking at of course, I think it was last year when I told us about this, a kind of partial head and shoulder. We had, sorry, what was this? here and somewhere here. That was a kind of head and shoulder, as it were. But now the markets, we need to break up here for the 4K. Then we bring it to back to 46. Then nicely cross 46, 47. Then 52 to 53. Once we go above 53, which is up here, so we're 52, 53, over here, then we have another nice report back to, these are always been a very big problem most time when we go below 59,000, then we will go up. But the good thing is that when the bull is having an upper hand more now above the bear market, but that doesn't mean that we cannot break down as it were. But if it, let me go by 4 hours. Please, I just want to show this briefly before I will go into what you need to do. Okay. Just minor Ichimoku cloud. So one may be jubilating that that's nice report here over and then crossing over out of the cloud and possibly, and then you can now see here or the very serious and critical region for us. And here. Sorry about that. Okay. So looking at this region, sorry. That's look at the percentage over. So chances of returning back, if we're unable to break this, that would be very crazy for us, but that's not likely. So you're looking at, that is possibly we're returning back to by 9% back to 38,000 and begin to struggle thereafter, right? Which is unlikely though, but we need to break out of this region. If not, or we have to make it up 45 to 46K, right? In order to go higher and then return. But for me, then what should give me edge over these things without really bothering myself is what we have been saying time without number. Number one was to get involved in aggressive, where are you? Get involved in aggressive low gems, get involved in aggressive staking project. Now look at this project. Well, I just did a little participation on it last week. Was it? Yeah. Now, if you look at in the market, look at what rate was it giving. That's about 1 penny, and then was listed. Now, if you go to CoinMarketCap now and check Verve, now let's go here. That's for you to know that not everybody panic of what's happening in the market like we do, because they have been able to look for alternative to cushion the effect on them. So you can't always be, now many people bought in when it was listed, just like I laugh at people when they said, I don't trade a coin that is not on CoinMarketCap. And I told friends, I said, before a coin come into CoinMarketCap, millionaires already made in it, and you only come to carry the bag. Now look at, That was on the 22nd of January. That was 15 days ago. See all-time low that market cap is recording, but that was not true. Now that means for those of us who were able to buy at that time, we've recorded about 3,000%, if not more than that, because with $100, with $100 will give you $100 will have given you 100,000 pieces. Yeah, multiplied by 0.032 or 33, as the case may be. That's about $3,000, $3,300, and that was $100. You know, you invested. Now, but not every time you can have privilege to pick all of those new listed coins and all of that. Some of them they're highly risky too. Now, some of those projects, there are so many projects now that some of those IDO that are coming out, they are fake IDO coming out. You participate in it and then you're not able to. But the point is that even when you record some losses, you're going to make a lot of money in the one you make. Imagine if you have, you know, maybe you have invested like maybe 1,000 or 3,000, or let's say $1,000 with $200 in some of those pre-sale, private sales, IDOs, or seed sales, and all of that. And out of $200, but one $200. So with $200, we'll have bought this one of 200,000, and then 200,000 now will be about $6,000 thereabout. Then you're still money, right? And then you have, you know, more profit, you know, as it were. Now I'm just showing all this. Now this you can participate on a lot of those things. Sometimes when we ask people to buy a coin, they're more learning here, okay, and they're more risk in here, and there are more responsibilities that you must, because some will have to ask you to stake coin. At the point, I even forgot that I stake MetaV pad. Some of us will be with me. We bought this coin long time, MetaV pad, and then I forgot that I was stake coin. So it is when probably I want to like so say MetaV pad, building the metaverse, you know, one block at a time. You know, these are some of the relevant hypes that they're creating around, you know, coin to, you know, to get Moon as the Velos pad. And there's okay, like this is a project coming soon, not yet. Okay, I don't have time to connect. Some of those projects I participated in. Look at Post Part, we're still waiting for Post Chain, Post X, yeah, something like that. I don't know how many people participated on Post X. Let me just check it very quickly. Post X, I'm sure Post X now, the percentage was really gone higher. Sorry. I just want to pause. Oh my God. Crypto is big, and don't be too serious. You know, some of us are too serious about it. Just be teachable. All right. Just be teachable. I wouldn't have time. I think either the sacrifice is over. I wouldn't know. Let's see. Now, we're taking a lot of risk participating on some of those coins that had not come up, and then you're busy doing a whole lot of things there. Okay.
Because the sacrifice phase is over.
Oh, it's over.
Yes. January 20 something.
January 20 something. Okay. Thank God. So
they are testing it now on the postchange.com.
Okay, they are testing on the postchange.com now.
Perfect. It's going to be built on postchange.com.
On the postx.com, right?
Yes.
Sometimes, you know, I used to, oh my goodness. It's crazy. Look at wicked chart. when we started was at the base here. I think $1 spent, you have that's it. You have the is it what do they call it? Is it ticket of 10,000? The 10,000 ticket?
Yes.
Yes, 10,000.
Oh, good.
Yes, sir.
And then I continue to go up, reducing day by day. Look at the chart up here. That means even from here, when it's going to be launched, we don't know. If somebody asks me when it's going to be launched, maybe 2 years. Oh, that's too long. That's
Nobody
normal.
knows, boss.
Pardon?
Nobody knows, sir.
Nobody knows. So maybe 2 years. That's not my business. But the point is this: as at the time it's going to be launched, imagine everyone who have sacrificed from this parallel line. What happened? Only from here to display you are in money, man. Right? You're already money. Then let alone when it launched and then people begin to want to buy. And then it says that's why you see about people with little money, maybe just like $200 or $500 sacrifice here. And then you see that at the launch, the person is like, even if you want to pick out $20,000 as like, let me hold this one this side, he can put it out and still have enough, because that's the level of foolishness we employ and all of that. So I'm just going through because some of you who are new, when you hear us talking about some of those projects, that's how we roll and that's how we do it. And that was why last week I expected if anybody was new in our community ought to have attended that meeting freely. But you see, a lot of people give complaint. My place of work, I'm too busy. And then like I was checking the video or the recording of the whole training last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Do you know that I have a lot of work to do? But it just happened to me. I mean, because of one soul, I said, a lot of people are battling, they're not getting this thing. Do a review this and all of that. But you discover that those people that you logically, even maybe Holy Spirit minister to you to do it for, will not take it seriously. And then when things are sent, okay, everybody, let's do this. Oh my God, I don't know how to do it. Those things are strange. Now training were conducted and let everybody attend. Let's attend, let's try to take advantage of it. Now, some who are even in the academy, somebody called me the other day and said, oh, I don't even understand anything. I said, how many of your courses have you finished in Crypto Academy? You are in basic, you are intermediate. He said, which course? You know what I told him? I just told him, I said, can you send me your account number? Well, I have what for us so that your money can be sent back to you. Without looking, we want to result, man. We want people to settle down and make a lot of money, insane money in the crypto space. But all still boils down to taking simple steps. It's not difficult, it's trained. And that's why we try to make sure people are able to like settle down, get one thing at a time, step by step to be able to. So let's forget about this guy. Now we said do a lot of staking. Now, when you create a lot of staking, I can tell you, you can build a lot of residual income. And while you are trading your crypto, you'll be fine. Now, many of us, I don't know how many people now who are on Drip Network. Now, things will come and we'll talk about it over and over. And sometimes what will make us to just remember to like talk about it again because of new people coming into the community, they need to be aware. But the unfortunate thing is that some of us, the old people will be there. Yeah, you can't be everywhere, but there are things that it's like they are very fundamental if you really know that you are in crypto. Because if you do not have some of those staking projects as a backup, when the market drop down suddenly against you, you're going to have some second thought or like, oh, what have I done to myself? I don't think this business is for me. Meanwhile, it's you that will fortify your strategy. It's expedient we fortify our strategy so that when the market will always behave the way they ought to. And then what you do, between the lines, that is what will either get you settled, don't get bored. The worst case scenario, 1 year, 2 years, market bounce up and then you need money, and then you'll be fine. So I have said it in the training last week. I said two things are involved in the market. If you are not making growth by the fiat, make growth by the volume of the coin. That's the whole essence around all of those staking. Now, it's not everything I'm going to show to you in the crypto space, but like that's what I said, everybody on private mentorship, you are going to be drilled because by next week, by the grace of God, we are supposed to be in Lagos for a conference. But by the grace of God, entering training proper, we're looking at maybe by March, we do our intensive Planb bootcamp in Port Harcourt. By the grace of God, we're able to finalize. It's structured. We are not inviting you to come and eat food. No, we're inviting you, sacrifice, settle down. You're not paying for it. Either you are, either you are imbued with me, or you're in private mentorship, or you are in Planb. That no, we're not charging you for anything. Come around, settle down, learn basics, go back to where you come from, and then begin to do what you need to do and all of that. Because what we are entering, I've said it, where we're entering in crypto now, 2022 is crazy, it's big. I'm telling you honestly speaking, it's very big. All right. So we need to build strategy to fortify, and some, like we said, some Foresight, platform do this. I think it was on Crest 24 or something. It was on later, somebody had to go back there. And so those coins, they were claiming how much the thing now worth. And then the person was able to start from what he claimed free. Quite unfortunate when you tell somebody, say, I'm too busy. I say, what actually are you doing being busy? Because productivity and activities are not aligned. You may be very busy and not productive. And then it's better I'm not busy. I'm just doing one thing in crypto and I'm making money, and you don't even need to know what I'm worth. That's the best for me. Okay, now staking are very important. And I've told you guys what is going to drive NFT going up the more. However, a lot of people are start attacking NFT to be, some funny stuff around it and all that. But what's going to drive NFT is the hype of metaverse. And hype of metaverse driving NFTs, coins that have basis for breeding of metaverse, protocol and all of that are going to move crazily. And so what you need is to understand the trend. We're in a trend now of metaverse as a peak, and then NFT as like next to it, because the hype of the NFT started last year, and then the metaverse, like the madness, like this year. But can I tell you something? People have been involved in NFT since last year. Now we send, I don't know how many of us participated on Next Earth metaverse. How many of us have bought land on Next Earth? I'm not sure we are many. That's a very funny thing. Many will be shouting when somebody will say, I bought land worth of $100 and I'm able to sell it at $400,000. That's when everybody will say, please, this metaverse of a thing, can we go there and all of that? That was number one. When we told everybody, register, metaverse, and how do you do that? Just have your, what is it called? Just have your MetaMask, right? And then a link was sent that if you just go to nextf.io, and then you're able to do registration, right? You're able to do registration, and then you are to activate or verify your account, do your KYC. So you just click on sign up, now fill all your detail. In our community, we already send link that everybody can use. And then when you register, the essence of using the link so that you can see the code, the coupon code, so that when you want to buy land, then you can be given, is it 5% discount of any amount of money you want to spend to buy the land? Then register, then your KYC are meant to be done. I can just experiment little thing here, but I don't think I have enough time to do that. Once you register, you're able to log in. Let me see if I can log in here. It's strange when sometimes I ask some people, I hope you bought your virtual land. Say, I don't even understand it. I say, okay, I hope, because either I will like it or not, things that are going to be happening may surprise you, so that let it not be that you say you have been in crypto and one baby that you sat down when it was given birth to will come and down display product of crypto to you. You now be saying you know crypto more than him, but he will display the product. And it's quite cumbersome for anyone to believe that you know crypto when you don't have the product. And it's whoever that have the product of crypto that people will believe that he knows crypto. I'm not talking about those people who are scamming people. A lot of scammers everywhere today. telling people what is not there, and then duping them with their little money, and although they thought they would, skate through, they wouldn't. You cannot eat your cake and have it. That one is there. So, but even if they will fail or they will meet their Waterloo, what about you that they have destroyed you? So what will happen? That means your own was even already done. And so you're already trouble, already facing the trouble. Okay, I want to just find a way to log in. So we talked about it, and they say everybody go buy your land and all of that. And so we still be laughing all this land thing. So no matter what you think you are doing in crypto now, and you refuse to understand it, I'm sorry, I don't know what you want. What's happening? Could it be congestion? Too many congestion. Oh my God. Guys, I'm trying to cut off some stuff. So virtual land, so we have next Earth, we have, okay, let me close this other part. Earth part, close, 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 sorry, close. Can we log in here? Possibly. Right. Okay. I want to log in. Yes. This, that. Okay. All right. So you see, you can always do all of this, but ensure that your MetaMask, you have included your Matic protocol, that is Polygon network, right? And then you can always buy. I'm just moving around. These are lands that have been bought here. These are lands that have been bought. Check some. Just examples. Yeah, I'm not here to detail you, but for you to buy land is very simple. Once you have registered, you can always check around. Like, oh my God. So most places I go to Greece most time, and South Korea. I got some land there that time. I saw them, they became more expensive over time. This is a pure vegetation. Now, somebody have come to pick a land here. Now, I'm not by anyway, so you can always zoom, you can push the map of, man, this is pure vegetation and river. Okay, let me see. There's some good points I love buying. Love buying where I know that can be more expensive when the hurricane of cryptocurrency, metaverse, virtual land will come. Places I know to be very, very expensive. So see all these places, they are being bought. All these places that are close here, you can see everywhere here is bottle. Can you see? How do I know? Once you see all this white, whatever, it's being bought. So sometimes when I see that people buy a lot around there, I can just go into the in-between and then decide to say I want to buy that. Oh, this one is being bought at $18, and then now current price worth is $60. All right, so there's no point. See, you should go here. All everywhere you're seeing around here. Some have left. If you go to Dubai, that's the worst. Abu Dhabi, airport. Now, you may not understand what you are doing right now. When those movements will come there is when you understand that people have secured those places as a landed property, virtual land, ahead of when the activities will start happening around there. Okay, yeah, something I want to buy. So I can buy this if I want to buy. I'm not buying though. Or there were places, Burj Khalifa. Was that, let me just say Dubai more. So right now, it's not going to make, I know they are bought off, and so you cannot even buy anything there. So don't bother yourself. So I'm just, go to Dubai now, they bought and even go to the sea and bought and put flag, create a lot of NFTs, create so many, see, create some NFTs on the water already. So if you want to look at it, some even wrote some Arabic stuff on them. Like I told us, I told some people the other day, I said, this, what they do is like when you say you are buying a domain of a popular, you have bought a domain with a name. Like now, let's say Davido does not have a portal, and you quickly put Davido name and create a portal, buy a domain and lock it up 3 years, domain name. He come in search, they say it's been bought. He come back, they say no, it's for 3 or 5 years. Now, and he needs that, and it's the name. And the people cannot collect it from the person who have paid for it until it expires and the person didn't renew. And the person who bought it, he knew what he had bought it for. You'll be forced to contact him to say, please, can you sell it to me? He's going to tell you the amount. He's going to bid you very crazy, and then you begin to beg. So a popular person, you have enough money, you pay him and become a millionaire. And that's, the mindset here. I told somebody, I say, if you follow metaverse NFT activities, you will now understand when we say you need to think long term. Let me give you a play here about this project is not out yet, right? But see something here. This project is not yet out.
No sound, Felix.
What I'm showing us is just like an example, and you have a lot of projects that have been on, and just like people are bought into Next F since last year, and then when we're to do the pre-sale of the token, that is NXTT, right? The worth, there are people who have stake position for big volume to be bought. And then we are just coming in, we didn't know that these people have taken charge. But as at that last year, I'm sure if anyone asked you to buy Next F, you wouldn't buy it. Say nonsense. What are they talking about? Is it Bitcoin? If it's not Bitcoin or Ethereum, I'm not buying. You know, and then things are evolving, and you wouldn't know that people have gone far. So I'm just showing you guys some example of metaverse and all of that. Now, what got us more crazier is this. What got us more crazier was this. Call it Drip Network. Now, Drip Network, we saw that last year. So what you don't know is your elder brother. So that last year, that is when it even come to the coin market cap. When it was coming coin market cap, it was not as low as it was not this low. Maybe it was around, less than $1, $1 eventually, and all of that. So it was when they brought it here. So they wouldn't bring it here, right? They wouldn't bring it here. Immediately they start. The coin wouldn't come here immediately they start. And so, but they're already doing it, community token, and then before it come to the coin market cap. Now, all time high was about 11 days ago, 169. Now, this is what I check. I look at it. This is a token, and they're created on transactions like a utility of people buying, selling, and then we are now part of like the stakers. And so when you stake, the company say, okay, if you want to stake to make some reduced percentage when you're buying, that's when you need a link, right? And a link to set up what they call booty, get a booty, right? Now, there are things that people don't understand about some of those things. The guy behind this, I sit down sometime and look at this Forest Sachs. What type of human being is this guy? This guy, I don't think he's sleep. Now, different projects have been created, succession after succession about the guy. Now, just telling us the dimension to which people have seen far and why we were still struggling. This was a similar thing when Richard Hart, that's about 3, 4, 5, or 4 years ago, was invited. And another thing I want us to pick as a lesson before I wrap up on this was this. I don't know how much this guy was going to worth now. Thank God for those of you who are obedient in Plan B Express. Congratulations, because we made it on Midas. And I remember, I think I posted an article about Midas. Now we Midas, let me just check. Don't know how much is it now. So I personally, when I bought into Midas, that it was at 11 cents, and I was always in contact with the CEO and asking questions, but it doesn't look like it. It was scary. Yeah, it was scary. How can a developer, okay, 19 cents, no, sorry, not 19 cents, forgive me, $19. Now, how can a developer tell you you want to buy a coin? It's telling you to go to, it was Google Doc, was sending, anybody can create a Google Doc. I'm like, man, is this guy not going to run away with that money? And it was so serious about masternode for a very long time. So, and me, I've been studying a lot of parts about masternode. And then I said, what? How is this guy going to sustain this thing he's creating for us? And then I said, okay, no problem. Let me just buy into it. And I began to follow. There was nothing to fascinate people, but you saw the guy who was secure in his mind trying to, no, but you can't really trust anybody. Now, that's what one of the things I love when Richard, Forrest Sir was saying. And then I was in a training about 3 days ago. We said, you don't trust people, you trust the code. So it's the protocol, the code you have to trust. What type of protocol is this person using? All right. And then, so I begin to look at the protocol that these guys were using. Look weak, Google Doc, fill out this thing, and the thing was going. Now, it only give me, okay, let me manage to expose this thing to people in 2020. And good number of people were not interested. And do you know the funniest thing? It started with other things, then the affiliate commission, because that's what many of us misunderstood. There was an affiliate commission on it, which they use what we call burnout. So we have to burn out 300 miners. And when many people were now burning out 300 miners, I think they were using $102, $105, $110. So if 300 miners was costing 110, 102, that means 300, all right, sorry, 102, 102 divided by 300. That means at the rate of 34 cents, people were buying, and then there was somebody I did for was $89, $89 divided by 300. That means it got at 29 cents thereabout. So, and then the burnout, the made burnout available, burnout, you will now be able to. And now this is a similar concept. And what were they doing? So you find it difficult to say, how are these people paying us money? How? Okay, they said you burn out anybody, and they said anything you burn out, 50% of it is paid to the person who invited you, and the remaining 50% is shared to the community. And then there was like kind of rhetoric burning of the coin over and over. And it's not so stupid. And then, but some people who know a lot of who can market, I'm not a good marketer. So I know a lot of friends who, when they sign up, they recruited a lot of people, and they get a lot of miners. But when I tell them the miners you're getting, put it back to the staking on the platform. Oh, so the moment miners got to $1, so that means people need to spend about $300 to do burnout. Then later miners go to $200, $2, $3. Man, so $3, that means $900 is going to be needed to do burnout. It becomes so difficult for people. And then I quickly told a lot of friends in our community, maybe you may not need to tell anybody to do burnout. But unfortunately, people were doing burnout, they were not staking coins. They just were carried away by only the burnout. So as they were not hearing about burnout again, it's like, oh, Midas is dead, oh, Midas is dead, and all of that. Let me show you something. Something's going to shock you. So when you are in crypto, have the mind of your own. Look at one thing that happened to Midas. Did you know that after that time, everybody thought Midas was gone and all of that? Some of us just keep our own in the staking. It was accruing, accruing. Do you know that Midas price went last year? That if you are in business, because if you are just doing crypto as you are just doing one thing, you will miss it. But when you are doing crypto as this is my business and I'm building my business, man, you are going to be very serious and be attentive to time. Now, do you know one thing? Did you know that? I know many people didn't know. Did you know that Midas went down to as low as this price? Do you know that it crashed down? That was last year, 2020, 2021. In January 2021, do you know Midas crashed down to 0.00? Can you imagine? Crashed down to that point. That is, so the person who was about Midas at $1, $2, $3. Don't you know what it said? To a penny. Then, and then they didn't bother to look at it over time, right? Over time, over time. Now, 30 days ago, Midas was still at $2 all time low. 30 days ago, $2. 30 days ago. About 90 days ago was still about 1.87. All right, about 90 days within 90 days ago. Now you're talking about the same Midas now. So from $189 or even from $2.2 to $19 as it were. Now, meanwhile, the staking is giving you a clue of the volume of the coin. Now, this is a masternode that are platform for staking different coins. Now, when I remember I did a lot of free trainings that even on a Sunday training like this, I mentioned Midas, like Midas, for staking and all of that. Good number of people like, what is Midas again? So when people invite you to the one that they're going to give you 30% every day or every month, like some platform now tell you you're going to be making so percentage every month and all of that. And that's what people are interested in. So Midas, and I showed the example as when you go to midas.investment, ensure you log into your Gmail and then you click on sign in and you pop up and say sign in with Gmail or Discord. So click on the Gmail, it's auto sign in, and then you are meant to click and to go to profile and then update to click and send code to your email, go to your email and verify. Then you can start investing. How do I invest? I can buy any of the coin or swap it on the platform or buy it from any exchange platform. And then I click on them and then deposit it. That's all. Okay. So, so I just quickly say this now. Now, when we're doing the burnout, then the later burnout stopped. And later they said, who do burnout and who are unable to accrue their up to the money they invested, they start returning back Midas stock to those people. Do you know the funny thing? All those people have to quickly sold their Midas because they felt that maybe that's the end of it. Then the story is now see where Midas is. So we don't know, maybe it's going to $50 or $100. Felix, where is Midas going? I don't know. So now, because a lot of people now want to say, let me buy Midas. I'm not telling you to buy Midas as of now. I didn't say so. Won't you get to $50? And so what? If you get to $50, okay, so you are not encouraging us to buy now. Well, I know I have said it over and over again. Now, so let me go quickly to Drip Network. Some of you are complaining. Now, you are meant to connect your wallet with the link given to you. Like I created, many accounts for this because my target. It pains me that I say, wow, I had known when it was $6, even at $10, I would have gotten some reasonable volume and be getting accrual. So, but what am I supposed to do? Immediately you are giving the link, you connect, and then the wallet address, you are meant to copy it. When you copy the wallet address, and then it's going to pop you up to file set. Then you are meant to come down somewhere here to say, get a booty, and then you see address spot, and then when you paste the address, for instance, you paste the address, it's going to ask you update. When you update, you wait. Once it's finished updating, then you're done. Now, what next? What are you supposed to do next? Then you're supposed to go to swap, but ensure you have BNB in your MetaMask. Then you want to buy. So let's say you want to use one BNB to buy it. So it's going to be 2.8 or thereabout. You buy minimum you can stake is 1 drip. So if it's 1 you need to stake, you have to buy about 1.5 because of the tax of deposit and withdrawal eventually. Now, when you do that, you'll be able to buy. Let me use like this. Okay. So like this. So let's say now, I now want to deposit. Look at, there's about 4 point something drip here. Now this wallet now is hosting 8 point something drip. So if it's 1, okay, say 1, or let's say 1.3, so that when the 10% charge of 1.2, then you click on deposit. Now, once you deposit, take note, the volume you deposit is already contributed to the network of Deflammatory, and then you only get accrual from the staking, tax paid and all of that from the network, then you are getting accrual. So like this, my volume now is telling you that, okay, over time, the total thing you can have is about 30 on this, but These have been collected maybe because I was compounding. Now, that means if I look at how many I can get here, I have to minus this to know what's remaining for me. Then it continues. Now, I told myself, assuming somebody who have 100 pieces of drip network, of drip token. So 100 pieces of drip token by 1% on a daily basis, 0.01, that is 1 now on a daily basis. And if drip tokens sit at $150, that means I can make $150 having 100 drips here as a residual income. Now, what if it's 30 days? That means I'm having 30, and then if the drip price, let's say, just stagnant at $150, that means about $4,500. What's the residual income continually? Now, but what should I be doing now if I won't buy into the drip? Why? You don't have enough. So every volume that is coming, I'll just continue to compound. And how do I compound? Is to see hydrate and recompound. I click it. So automatically the volume I have earned, what will it do for me? It will add up to the, I have 8.283 here now. Now what has accrued 0.11, just for the purpose of this interaction, if not, I let it be to the reasonable, sometimes 0.4, 0.5 before compounding. Right now it's added up. So you're going to see a change, maybe 8.3 or 8.4 or 8.5 as it were. So let it come up. Now, by the time the additional volume is added, then you now see that the volume, okay, was this added? Is it added already? But I'm seeing it showing me that, yeah, it's added already. Okay, it was 1.1, okay. It's added already. So it's showing me this. So 30.62 as it were, what I've collected and all of that. So that's for drip. Because sometimes I was imagining why some people didn't get drip. I was like, what's happening? So you can see now, so deposit and then the drip continue. So look at this one now. So what do? I can compound it back. It's just to click on what? Hydrate. Why am I compounding? So that I can have more accumulation over time. Then if I can be doing that, so anytime I need money, even if I didn't compound, maybe I leave it and within 1 week or 2 weeks, whatever must have accrued, 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever must have accrued and I needed money, I can go there, maybe $100 or $200. I can go there, especially if the price of drip is now up at that time. I can go there and take out my money, use it for what I want to use it for. After all, that is why I have invested, and then I'm having residual income there. That's staking. But of course, I always tell people, why are you killing it? So that means here I have about 10.8 already. And then I like scattering investment. So when it has to do with crypto, it's better I waste my money on crypto, buy into crypto projects and all of that I go and put my money in some fiat investment platform. No matter what you claim to be paying me with fiat, I don't recognize it. I don't buy into it. Okay, see now, look at this one. I can go here now and then compound this one again too. So I go here and click on hydrate to compound. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Now, so you can see these are other residual income in their layers. Now, just show you so that you make it more simple. Staking is very good, all right? I've not even shown you a lot of staking. These are like preamble, before we enter to farming on Pancake Swap, on Quick Swap, on different platforms. So you can, if you go to your investment run in a day, well, I'm not going to talk so that somebody will not break the chair where he's sitting right now. Now, so that's for faucet, drip faucet. So let me just quickly show you, maybe it's just a good day today that I'll just show you guys this one for practicals. Just tell you, you can go and stake crypto, look for platform to stake. And please, those of you stake Cody, I think Cody have finished. So go and stake your Cody volume. And even card X has finished the tenor, I think so. Go and check so that you can unstake it. Cody and all of that. Maybe they will start another phase, as it were. So go and unstake it. I check now. If you go to sorry, okay. So let me connect MetaMask. So go to your staking platform, and so you are meant to connect. Go to staking, right? And then, so instead of public pools where if you want to stake new, you can see all those new you want to stake. Go to closed pools. Then you scroll and check your CardX so that you can unstake it because it has finished 100%. Right? The same thing on Cody. I think it's Brew Lab that is still doing well. Brew Lab. Brew Lab. I think in our training last week, the free training, I showed a lot of people about the Brew Lab. So staking, about the lock, the one you lock and the one you didn't lock. The one you lock, you pay lesser tax and fee. The one that is not locked, so we did that. We staked some of them last week for experiment. We stake like this, see the one that is not locked is open-ended, but you are paying tax when you are staking it, and I think you pay more to when you are harvesting it. Then the one that is locked, 90 days, 180 days, so we did another one for how many? For 30 days. So you pay 0.30%, 0.3 as. So we're just doing an experiment last week, right, on those staking. So now the next thing is many of us heard of animal farm, and many didn't participate. And there was insane money. Man, see, crypto, you just need to be informed. So we stake, we scatter left and right. So he does scatter it. That's what we're doing. Now, what you do on the animal farm, a lot of things you do on the animal farm. Number one, you can do drip liberation, which is like farming drip LP. So you must have BUSD to do that. I'm not going to have time to do that now. My time is fast spent. So you must have BUSD to do that, and then it's just like pairing BUSD and drip to provide a liquidity. So what we are doing is what we call drip guarding, and then you can now see what I do there. I'm just compounding this. I compound different wallets, right? So you can see, okay, this one now has completed a seed. If I need money, I can just be leaving the seed to be accumulating. When I need money, I harvest it. Or what do I want to use it for? What am I harvesting? Harvest seed for what? So what I do, I say plant seed, my friend, and compound it. So I continue to grow the garden. Somebody's going to ask me, what's the garden? The garden is garden. You know, if you want to know everything before you do anything, you may lose many things. So those are the things that make a lot of people to miss out on some trend and opportunity. So this is drip garden. So now that means after 8 hours again, now I'll come to compound on this. Then the next is the animal farm. Those of us who participated, I can't go to those stories. Now there's a farm, there's a pools. I just sat down, I was studying, and I discovered that the farm make more money than the pools because it's a pair of liquidity. Now, if it's the pool, I can stake many coins. Like I can stake dogs. Right? I can stake dogs. I can stake BNB. I can stake many coins. Like when I first stake dogs, and I saw that my growth on dogs was not much, I withdrew the dogs and took it to another place. Now I think I stake cake here. I stake cake to be earning dogs. So so far it's about 2 days now or so. About 2 days now or 3 days. So I've earned about $6 plus, which is about 0.058 dogs. Depending on what the price of dogs is, what determine that volume of the or the dollar volume. Sorry. So dogs that is about 110 per dog. So I take cake 18.8. So you can see they're accumulating this for me. Now, maybe while you wake up to understand these dogs, now I must have accumulated 1 or 2 or 3. And so me that accumulate and you that just saw that, oh, dog is $500, let me buy 2 or 3. I mean, I've accumulated and I still have my coin back. Now, but I discovered that the farm, of course, if you are doing liquidity investment, you know that farming give us more money. That was why I withdrew my money back from the dogs and then moved to say peer liquidity, dogs BUSD. And now you can now see I've earned about $6, that's 0.0 this, but I'm earning pigs. This one to dogs BNB. So that's about $19.11, 0.058 pigs. And the worth of my stake in dogs BNB is 0.9 of the LP, which is a combination. That means half on BNB, half on dogs, which is worth $425. To be very serious, it was a day now, not up to 24 hours, or let's say 24 hours. So if on the average, now that means in 24 hours, or let's just say maybe it's 24 hours, earning almost about $20. Now, this $20 is not going to be stagnant. If the price of dogs go up, let's say the price of dogs go to $500 per dog, look at it, and I have 0.054. That means 0.054. That is $19 now, multiplied by 500. If the price of dog go to 500, that'll be $27 instead of that $19. So I'm just accumulating. Meanwhile, this one too, as the price is going up, my money is growing as it were. Now look at drip. The drip I'm having in drip garden, I'm farming again. That's giving me 0.041 of pigs. Okay, oh, pigs. Oh, I'm sorry. It's pigs I'm earning here, man. It's crazy. Pigs already 349 drop, but it did all time have $1,000. Now, so it's pigs. I'm earning more expensive stuff. So let's say when pigs now, let's say pigs go to 1.5. So that means 0.054 multiplied by 1,500. So that would be 81 bucks. Look at it. When it was non-drip, pigs went up crazily. And of course, we knew that it was going to do that. Look at it. Pigs. Pigs. So while you are still snoring, people are making insane money residually. So you can now see why even the market price is crashing here and there. There are people who don't know what's happening. They're just doing what they are doing. So look at it. Look at the all-time high, $1,006. And then now, all right, gradually. So if you go down more, no problem. I'm accumulating the coin. If you pump up, maybe if I have more volume, I could sell and then buy back while I still accumulating it. Now, that's one of the things when you take personal responsibility of crypto. You must be ready to take responsibility, not all those high people are creating around it, right? Now, another thing I have here, not everybody will have this. They call it big pen. I didn't stake it down. I just put one there because the volume I bought, when it pumped to $800, I sold. And I'm still waiting if it can come down to $200. Is it going to happen? I can't say, but I'm just optimistic waiting for it. I come to $200. All the money I sold at $800, I will buy back, stuff like that. Now, that's how I rule my own sentiment in crypto. And so just understand it. So there are a whole lot of staking. Now I'm waiting for next Earth to see where they are going to do staking. I know they will do next F, because we have done staking of Ether, right? Ether was staked. So I'm waiting for next F. Now, but we are even in profit. Those of us with that participated on next F, let me look at it. NXTT, right? Those of us who participated in the pre-sale, right? So NXTT, you can see it pump up and dump down, and then so you can see I've been going sideways for a very long time, all right? So I discovered that the one worth of $100, I think I bought for somebody. Let's look at it. Uniswap. Uniswap. Okay. And let me go to my wallet. Sorry. Okay. Change for Polygon. The change launch. Okay. So when we tell people, sometimes people want a lot of maybe is it over motivation. Well, I think I don't like all this motivation. Somebody need to know why am I supposed to do something. All you need is that you need information. That's why I would say, like, when you're with me, information, instruction, action. So nobody's going to compel you or force you, hey, you must do this. No, it doesn't work that way. Do what you want to do. It's your choice. So information, right? So now look at it. So Polygon. So information, instruction, and action. And what will make the thing sound well for you is when you take actions with all the information and then work based on the instruction given to you. Some of us wait for until when we see other people making it. Whoever that take the risk will take the lead. Yeah, sometimes we become the guinea pig, but I think to me it's better. So somebody who I used $100 to buy for, it was having 111,111 pieces. Come on. Now that was 100 Matic. That as at the pre-sale, 100 Matic gave this volume. And that means the person is seated on 333 Matic. So 100 Matic that time, the price of Matic came down that time. Matic was around 1.5 or 1. Let's even pretend that it's at this price. So that means how much is one Matic now? $1.7. So let's say the person used 1.7, 1.7 multiplied by 100. That's $170, right? And what's the worth right now? I'm not swapping though. By the way, I don't even have. So yada yada yada. I think I saw it just now. $579. And so I don't know. Then so what do you think will happen? And so now we can stake it so as long as possible. Will $100 kill that person? No. Now, but did you know that when it was pumped, that 111,000 gave 1,277 Matic. That's 100 Matic, that it moved 1,277 Matic. So these are the way people make insane money, and where even the market fluctuation will not affect that person. We're just fine. So staking, if you're not staking, you're wrong. Seriously. Right, I think I've come to the end of this. I have to say this training was not going to take this long. Sometime as Holy Spirit. So I've said it. After this period, we're going to be doing a lot of intensive activities, looking on how to be holding our meetings on different businesses who are holding the staking, the minting, and all of that. And then as you are doing your trading, as you are making your money, and then doing a lot of things. Then the drilling for the private mentorship, of course, resume as much as possible. And the live trading for Be With Me, and then some other things. Live trading for Be With Me, drilling for then maybe we'll now be doing like maybe one day in a week for our those of us in Zinc, general seminar, and then general registered member training, just to give everybody a brace, and then we move forward. So, and I've told you, please, those of you who have rank in Safio, and you are using your money to buy puff puff or to buy issue, I'm sorry, that's not a good one. Plant those seeds somewhere. Let these things make sense for you, so that eventually you make a lot of money and you're able to multiply the money, and so you won't have pains over time. Okay, that's what God can be. Okay, yeah, this person. What was the target for Midas? I don't know. Can we still buy Midas? I don't know. I did Midas burnout and did not end up to what I burned because I introduced only one person. I have not received anything back. How do I go about it? Have you checked your Midas platform? Someone say, where can I stake Kai coin? I've not checked. I don't know. Where can I stake Bob Dog? I don't know. See, sometimes when you want to check some of those staking platforms, check the portal of the company, those coins and all of that. Just follow update, connect with them on Telegram and all of that to know what's up. That's like why I did training. Okay, I did training on somebody said I'm not talking on low gem. The next act is a low gem, it's a cheap coin. Have you bought? If you have not bought, go and buy. Sometimes when I talk, I talk in parable sometimes. I may not just tell you this, I talk in parable sometimes, review a coin, and then it's your own it's your own intelligence to look at it. I think what this guy is saying. My community know that no matter how sure I am in a project, I will tell you it's not a financial advice, because the truth of the matter is that I really need to have people who their brain is so mature that they can take personal responsibility. And at the point that was what made me some persons, I just leave them aside. No matter how the project look good, I will not tell you. There are so many projects that are risk, I didn't bring it out to anybody. I didn't bring it out to the general public because I know how, even when somebody didn't come directly to tell you that, you see what you have made me to lose money on the platform, his reactions, his body language will tell you. So for me, I'll just lock up for you. Have a nice day. For me, my second name is risk. There's nothing important when person lose money. What is more important when you lose values? All right, that's the worst. But money is not, money is just a messenger. So, but some of us now replace our value with money. All right, I checked my Midas platform. It's only the little I stake that still there. I don't know. Maybe you have earned some reasonable value. I don't know. Or maybe you can chat with the support or something, but I don't know. But at that time, I think many people got their coin, a lot of coin back at that time. Okay. Or okay, yeah, someone is chatting or something. Okay, as this was is next day and compounding the I don't understand what you're saying. Now, somebody want to get earning, please. Somebody want to earn maybe affiliate commissions of maybe member did a drip, maybe you give you like now if I give you my link on drip, all right. and then you want to earn from maybe the burnout, sorry, I say burnout, I'm going to minus, the staking tax and other things from the person transaction, you want to earn from it. There's a coin you must hold, which is called B3 4P. You must hold B3 4P. And how do I get B3 4P? That's if you know that you want to share your link affiliate to earn from the affiliate tax fee, you must buy B3 4P. Okay, oh, sorry. Time is fast spent. Oh my goodness. Okay. So B3 4P is I don't know how much it costs now, but I remember those times when I bought B3 4P. I bought it at about $115. So you should hold minimum of 2 or 3. All right. So you click and then click just at your back office of Drip Network. Then click buy 43 B3 4P. Then wait for it. I understand. Buy from layer 1. How much? Let's check how much is worth now. BUSD. All right. 1. How much are you? How much are you? How much are you? 1 is costing $299. It's cheap. It went up to as high as Midas investment was when we used to do burnout. Now there's no burnout, so I'm not sure there's any referrals activities on. Now, okay, now that's how to know time and season. A time may come to like Drip Network may not have. So that's why when things come, just take advantage of it the way they are, because the time will come, they will not remain the way it is. Even some staking we do, the percentage go and come down. But people don't understand. B3 4P. Some of us wait too long than necessary. It's not good. We wait until when people have gone far or have a lot of results to show. Now look at this 4-3. It's not good. Okay. Is for 12 hours. So you can see it has done $449 time. So I sold at $400 and I bought back, I think about 270 or 250, right? So just to buy and hold it, and then you are good to go. So it was a very nice support here. You can see, and then the bounce. So we're waiting, going to the green cloud, go above, may go to 400 again, and so who knows, right? So that's for Drip Network. And there's a lot of things I will not be able to finish up. So, but at this point, I need to bow out. I have a lot of things to do. I'm a night person, so I go back to my trade and do what I need to do when I slept. When you were snoring, I'm not snoring.